But we went out for walks
Yeah.
when we like docked and that. And there was a few times where me and Woody were like, "Man, I think we've come too far into the wilderness here." And I'm like, I only know too well where them fuckers are, and that they skirt around the outskirts of
The
town.
bears.
The bears.
Yeah, polar bears.
No, grizzlies,
Oh,
mate.
grizzly, yeah.
Black and brown, but the browns are the ones you want to worry about.
Okay.
The grizzlies, yeah. So me and Sean, when we did the Yukon in 2019, towards the end of the trip, we stopped for lunch on a sandbar. It was it was almost like an island. And the first thing you do when you stop for a lunch break, or even in the evening when you're in camp, is you scout around the local area, looking for any bear sign, footprints, shit, that sort of stuff. There wasn't any, so it gives you the warm, fuzzy feeling. Now, we had a load of wet kit that we needed to dry out. Sun was out, laid it out on the beach, and then went around having a bite to eat for lunch. And we always have a little siesta, little 20-minute, just a cat nap before we get back in the boat.
Yeah.
So we're laid there. I fucking checked my watch. I'm like, oh, that's 20 minutes. We've got to get going again. So I'm like getting up. I'm limbering up. I'm going over to the kit. Kit's now dry. Morale is revitalized. I'm packing it away. Sean has gone and stood on this sort of sandbank to survey the scenery because it is unbelievable. We are in one of the last wildernesses on the planet.
Yeah.
And he's looking, and he's like, "Oh look, is that a moose or a bear?" And I'm like, and he's been banging on like this for the whole trip, that you can see wildlife, and then we get a bit closer and it's like a fucking log or a bush. Once in a while you'd see a bald eagle, a golden,
Wow.
You do see some cool stuff. Anyway, I'm like, fuck it, what is he going on about this time? Anyway, I thought I'd go and have a look. So I've gone, and then I've walked over to him. I've drawn level with where he stood like this. And as I've got to him, he's turned and sprinted towards the boat, shouting, "It's a fucking grizzly!" And I'm like, "Hey, what?" And I'm looking to where I thought he was looking, and I can't see shit. And I'm like, what's he fucking going on about? And then something catches my eye, a glance, and there, 50 yards away, is a fucking grizzly bear. It's low, and it's sort of like skulking. It's almost like stalking us. And its head was like that. It was, honestly, and my ass fell out. It is the most scared. I'm like, I can't even comprehend how it felt. But I remember turning to Sean and shouting, "Don't run." Because we were being told by the rangers before we went up into the Ulu, into the sticks, that in the event of a bear encounter, especially a grizzly, do not run. And as he was running, he turned to me and shouted, "Fuck off." And that's when I ran, and we ran. Fortunately, we had the boats, dived in the boats, pushed into the water, into the river, into the flow, held station. Bear was there, sniffing around. All our kit was still there. And then it disappeared over into the dead ground, onto the other side of the bank, and disappeared. We spent like 20 minutes deliberating as to who was going to go and get the rest of the kit. Scissor, paper, rocked it, and he lost. He was in there.